Hey guys, welcome back to Code Blue. Oh, and I did a thing. Okay, so on one of my save files, I actually went back and decided to change a few things because I went to get rid of the thing where we were getting the hints, episode 4, Rock Bottom. But I also thought it might be pretty cool to try something a little bit different with our main character. So we're playing with a guy on this one. This is Julius, which is funny because the main character's name is Jules, I think. Normally, if you just don't name them, but I like the name Julius, I always have, so that's going to be their name. And any other future male characters we have going for us is probably going to be Julius. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, right. Oh, we got to get pulled over because they were speeding. So, yeah, we're gonna get a ticket. Really? I slow down, pull to the side off the road, and flip on my hazards. The officer pulls up behind me, lights flashing. My palms begin to sweat. I can feel my pulse in my throat. Tell me why I wanted to start singing that. What's that song? The song by Eminem and from 8 Mile, you better lose. Anyway, because he said the palm sweaty. You know what? Don't. I had to stop. Please don't let me end up on the news. Why would you be on the news? You were just speeding. Huh? I didn't know they get a news crew out just for people who get a speeding ticket. Thankfully, the registration and proof of insurance are in the glove box. At least my name is on these. I roll down the window and wait. It's 6:40 a.m. Boots tap the pavement as a uniformed man approaches my car. License and registration, please. He looks familiar. Wait a minute. Don't tell me this is the guy from the first episode. I just did a lot of replaying. I think that's him, right? How in this whole big old city we ran into the same police officer twice? And this is the guy, I think this is my conviction route. So I told him that this wasn't a drunk tank. Yeah. Because he's trying to drop off a random person who we didn't know they needed medical attention. They ended up needing it, but we didn't know that. And they ended up dropping him off over here for what's the name? And then this dude is like, wait, is his last name Dad? How did that happen? Anyway, I got distracted. Anyway, how is it that we run into this guy again? So he's probably pissed at us, so we're definitely getting a ticket. Anyway. Yes, here you go. Officer Dad. Oh my gosh. Why they do this? Why did they do this? Officer Dad. Come on. Don't laugh at his name. Just don't. Wait, this is the same cop that brought a guy in my first week. Say nothing, or officer, I'm an ER doctor. Listen, you might want to save the excuses. I guess you can try though. Is there any way we can hurry this along? Oh, I didn't know that's what you were gonna say. What do you mean hurry this along? Are you stupid? You were hurrying along enough. That's how you got pulled over. Do you know why I pulled you over this morning? Yeah, I was speeding. He makes a point of looking down at my license. Dr. Thompson? Yes, but do I admit it or... Yeah, I screwed up. I don't normally drive this route. I was having a bad morning. I sigh. And I made it even worse. Wait, I've seen you before. Oh Lord, here we go. That doctor. You want to see my badge number now? Yeah, I still kind of do, especially if you're the kind of police officer who sits there and holds grudges. How about you just focus on your job without bias? Thank you. I'm so screwed. I'll be back in a minute. He walks away and I glance at the clock on the dash. It's 6:45 a.m. I should have put a charger in the car or brought my power bank or... Car after car drives past, presumably arriving at its destination on time until finally I hear the sound of boots again. You live in Washington State, correct? Yes? Your license is out of state. Duh. You're required by law to get a Washington State driver's license within 30 days of moving here. Failure to do so is an infraction. Whatever, dude. How long have I been here? Has it been a couple of weeks already? Well, we already know that my character is not the most responsible person, so they definitely didn't do that. Damn it. I only just got here. This really isn't my day. I'm sorry I didn't realize. Yeah, we know you definitely didn't because you definitely didn't even look and think about it. If Kennedy didn't do it for him, like, he definitely didn't do it on his own. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Oh, sympathy? Oh no, whoops. This wasn't my conviction one. Okay, well, anyway. I'm sure a lot of people say that. Julius got off lightly. You're receiving a citation for failing the signal. Don't put off updating your license. For failing the signal? Wait, can you get written up for not signaling? I mean, I always do anyway. Is that a thing for real? Because the normal people I see getting over without signaling? Is that really a thing? Don't put off updating your license. I won't, thanks. He issues me a citation and walks back to his vehicle. Honestly, it's probably better than the speeding ticket. I feel like the speeding ticket would have cost more money. Traffic has slowed to a painful crawl. All I feel is dread as I hurriedly park the car in the hospital's garage and rush through the side entrance half an hour late. Well, why was he having a bad morning again anyway? I feel like last time we had like a nightmare about preventing us from doing our residency here or something like that. I can't remember. Hi. Traffic. Did Dr. Townsend leave already? She did. Oh, who took the handover? Dr. Hendricks. He's covering until Dr. Rye gets in. Oh boy, here we go. Well, I'm here now. She doesn't need to come in. You should go to talk to him. He's doing rounds right now. I see Gutierrez over there. Her gaze shifts to a cluster of med students and residents outside an exam room. Right. Well, how much worse can today get, really? You really shouldn't ask that. Those are trigger words. Anyone can end up stuck in traffic, but I've been taking extra shifts and my patient numbers are good. It's not like you can ignore that. You absolutely can. That's great thinking, Mitchell. If you want Mr. Lake developing septicemia after he's discharged from the infected toe that you overlooked. Okay, he's already in rare form. Oh no. Oh, poor Spencer. We're often the first and only medical professionals our patients see, and as such, we must strive to provide adequate, he looks at me, and timely care. Nice of you to join us. Good morning. That means a holistic approach. Our patients can't afford us taking shortcuts or excluding inconvenient symptoms from a differential. Now, Thompson, tell us why there's such a long training period to become a doctor. Not Dr. Thompson. How rude! Listen, okay? It's 30 minutes late, but you're not gonna drop the doctor from my name. Talk about having to go through a long time to get that doctor title. Are you gonna freaking use it? Because the patients need to trust us because residents are paid less. That's just the way it is. The trust one sounds like sympathy. Because residents are paid less. It's just the way it is. I doubt it's the middle one. And I feel like so the last one must be conviction. Sounds kind of rude, put it that way, though. I might switch over this one to sympathy. I don't know how I feel about conviction around. I always feel like it's very rude and stuff that I just wouldn't say. There shouldn't be a skill check here, right? So I'm gonna say this one. You know what? Oh gosh. Okay, let's just see how far we go with this. There's nothing magical about 4 years of school and 4 years of residency that means you're ready to practice emergency medicine. But it's a reasonable amount of time to learn what we need to know and build some confidence. Oh, okay. I thought they were just gonna just say that. Okay, well, at least he embellished on it, so it's a little bit better. Thank you, Thompson. Doctor, sir. I will punch you in the face. No, I'm not gonna punch you in the face. But still, it's about creating strong foundations and building on them. You learn material and gain experience. Yes, you commit more than 1 million facts to memory. But you also make decisions over and over again until you've proven yourself competent and reliable enough to be trusted with the patient's health. He glances over as someone approaches. Dr. Rai, thank you for coming in. Good morning. She notices me, then looks back to Hendricks. I'll finish up with Mr. Lake in a few minutes, but could you continue with rounds? No problem. She moves on, the group follows her. Dr. Hendricks turns to me. You gonna call me Thompson one more time? For consciousness. So Thompson, you appear to have a GCS of at least 14. Why am I just now hearing from you? Looks at me expectantly. My phone was dead and I wasn't able to call in. When did you know you'd be late for work this morning? About 30 minutes before my shift? I'm going to explain this once. When an attending physician does not show up their scheduled shift, I am notified. The hospital attempts to contact you. We check incident reports between where you live and the hospital. I call another doctor to fill the shift, and if I am not at the hospital, I provide coverage until they take over. Does that all make sense? Yes. It is completely unprofessional, not to mention disrespectful to your colleagues, to no-show for a shift, and without any explanation. He's still on with this, my phone was dead. Listen, he's being a jerk right now, but he's absolutely right. Okay? He's absolutely right. What do you mean your phone was dead? Like, okay, you couldn't show up on time, but you do need to let them know that you won't be showing up on time. That's disrespectful probably in any instance, whether it's like a hair appointment or whatever, doesn't matter. That's someone else's time, and especially on this one, where it's not just people's time, it's also people's health and lives on the line. You need to let somebody know. Yeah, so buddy, your phone was dead is not a good excuse. Once you got in the car, I feel like, I don't know, at what point did he notice his phone was dead? Because I feel like he could have called before he left home. I don't know. And even if you felt like you might be, you know what? The point is, he really should stop with this. He does sound like a child. You figured out everything else to get here, so figure out how to show up on time for your job. No one wants to be called in on a day off. It won't happen again. Good. I can finish the shift. Dr. Rai doesn't need to. Well, she's already here now, buddy. He shakes his head. No, you won't. We're not done with this discussion, Thompson. Follow me. Yes, Director Hendricks. Discussion is an interesting word choice. I doubt it'll be a discussion, more like a lecture. And seriously though, even still, it's also disrespectful for you to drop the doctor from my name. There you go. Yes, I started being disrespectful by not calling in, but you slamming back the disrespect doesn't encourage me to then show you respect back. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so blatantly disrespectful so many times is really annoying. Like, like you're not setting a good example in yourself while you're lecturing me. You're in the wrong. So it's like, I follow him a short distance and step into the small break room. It smells like stale coffee and fear. Hendrix sits at the nearest table, and I take the seat across from him. He places his tablet on the table. What is going on? This is the calendar for August. You've worked 9 shifts already, is that correct? I look down at the screen. Most of the days in August so far are marked yellow, indicating the shifts I took. Yes? Why? You were only scheduled for 6 days during that time. I wanted to make a good impression on the team. Uh-huh. And why do you think I hired you to... I probably made a good impression? Good. Do you know what would impress me? Not being late for shifts, definitely. No, that is the bare minimum for me not replacing you. I knew that was a stupid answer, then why'd you answer it then? You're gonna go home and get your act together, and we're never gonna have a kind of conversation like this. You want me to go home and not finish my shift? Stop. Stop that. Seriously? Fucking stop it. If you set foot in this department before Labor Day weekend, I will seriously reconsider my decision to hire you. Like, I get what he's doing. I get what he's doing because he wants to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves because we're kind of like clearly not thinking straight and making all these mistakes because we've been overworked intentionally even. But I feel like there's a better way to go about it. He's just very rude while doing it. Yeah. I'm sorry, Hendrix. No directed here. But I don't understand. What do you not understand? Sometimes I want to strangle this character. Right. Clears his throat and enunciates each word. I want you to stop what you're doing and sort out your personal life so that it does not interfere with your performance at Seacrest. Does that make sense? I think so. You think? Get on your phone or life coach, meditate, bicycle up a mountain if that's what it takes. But do not bring your issues into this department. Got it? Yes. I looked on the calendar. Your shift has already been reassigned. Come on. He gets up and walks to the door without waiting, and I follow, still trying to process it all. You're the first person to show up right out of their residency and overdo it. Despite my warning. I should have known better. Something about the look on his face makes me want to crawl under a rock. I've made embarrassing mistakes before, but this feels different. You know what? You're so far in the wrong on this one that you might as well just go. I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but that's a different problem. I appreciate the wake-up call, and I'm sorry. He nods. I do think he was rude, but it's probably realistic. So, yeah, I mean, they don't have time to mess around with, babysitting you at the same time. I still think he was a little disrespectful, but it's okay. All right. To be fair, we already knew he was rude. I stare at everyone going about their work and feel more useless than I ever have. Dr. Hendrix glasses my way in size. If you want to smooth things over with your colleagues, go deal with the guy in room 1. He's been sitting in there for an hour. Then get out of here. So I am working? Really? Yes, of course. Thank you, Hendrix. Good morning, Kyle. Hi, you're the doctor? Yes, I am wearing a lab coat. Okay. You know what, to be fair, go ahead and ask because you don't know. It could be anybody wearing a lab coat just walking in. He looks pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, he looks like he has a little tummy ache. Yes, I'm Dr. Thompson. The nurse told me you came in because you're having some stomach pain? Well, yes. I wait, but he doesn't elaborate. Instead, he shifts slightly and winces. Uh-oh. Is it embarrassing? How would you rate your pain on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being no pain at all, and 10 being the worst pain you've ever experienced in your life? Maybe a 5? I glance at his vitals and nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, can you describe the nature of the pain? An ache, but sometimes it's sharp. It depends. It started last night and I'm just getting worried. He doesn't make eye contact. So the pain started last night and sometimes it aches, but there's also sharper pain? Were you doing anything out of the ordinary when it began? Maybe you ate or drank something unusual or any sports? Doctor. Yes? I don't know how it happened exactly, but there's something up my butt. Oh, poor thing. He doesn't know how it happened. Okay. I say poor thing because it's probably really embarrassing to have to say, but it's like, I'm surprised he waited this long to come in. Because he said it happened like last night, right? So maybe he tried to get it out by himself and it didn't work out. Poor thing. Okay, well, it's nothing I haven't seen before. Probably. I hope. This is so embarrassing. Now, you don't know how this happened, but I have to ask because we're mandatory reporters. Is there any chance that someone else put this thing there without your consent? No, it was an accident. Great. Well, it's better than the alternative. Thanks for being honest with me, Kyle. You're gonna find out one way or another, right? Yeah, but some people wait until the exam. What? I shrug. So, what's up there? I never think this far ahead, I swear. A type of object matters when it comes to removing it safely. It's deodorant. Could you be a little more specific? Please don't be an aerosol. Thunder Blast Freeze. I see. Do not laugh. That would be so unprofessional. We've already been unprofessional all day. Don't you dare laugh. I mean, is it a stick or an aerosol or a roll-on? I thought it would come out on its own when I used the bathroom. Nothing though, and now I just feel like I ate too much pizza or something, you know? Oh. Okay. What kind of pizza has this guy been eating? Don't make that face! And this did happen last night? He nods. Alright, I'm gonna ask you to change into a gown so that I can take a look. Is this like a serious deal? You have a whole bottle stuck up your butt, honey. We need to get that out of there. It's not healthy. I'll know a lot more after I take a look. Most likely you'll need to be sedated for a short procedure. Really? Yeah, it's not comfortable and it relaxes your muscles. Oh, I'm still on my parents' insurance. Is this gonna show up on the bill? There's definitely a procedure code for this. You'd want to talk to billing to be sure. Oh. But the codes aren't that specific. You could say you were really constipated if it comes up. That's the thing people come in for? Absolutely. I'd take my daughter in because I'm like, she's not pooping. She needs help. Get it out of there. Believe it or not, being full of shit can be a serious medical condition. Good to know. One hour and a stick of deodorant later. Oh my god. I'm gonna leave you with one of radiology's favorite sayings. No flared base, gone without a trace. Oh, yeah. Noted. So there's no follow-up? No, you may have a headache or some nausea from the anesthesia, but that's normal. If you develop a fever or notice any redness or swelling around your IV site, or anywhere else for that matter, definitely come back here. Thank you. Well, hopefully I won't see you around. Sounds good. Butt stuff. You're sensitive and professional even when it gets awkward. That was great. I need some eye bleach, and some of that lemon scented disinfectant wouldn't hurt either. He walks out the doors into the waiting room with his discharge instructions in hand. I turn to grab my things and almost run into Hendrix. You're still here? I just finished, dude. Yeah, because you gave me the guy with Thunder Blast freeze up his butt. I what? Are you allowed to say that? I know no one's impressed with me right now, but that was uncalled for. It wasn't funny. Are you sure? Because it sounds pretty funny to me. Let me guess. You fell on it? But you think I gave you that case as some kind of a humiliation tactic? If I could tell who had shoved something where the sun doesn't shine just by looking at them, I'd probably be in a different line of work. Never mind. Just get out of here already. I'm sure Maya would be grateful that she didn't have to deal with Thunderbutt Blast. What were you gonna say? I'm pushing my luck, but he frowns for a moment. I was gonna say that I already made my point, and if you think that I was trying to punish you, that says more about you than it does about me. Don't waste time beating yourself up about today. Sounds like he's trying to be nice and failing. Yeah, that pretty much sums up how he does it. It's like you have to look through the layers of rudeness to find the kindness in there. I guess I'll go ride a bicycle up a mountain or something. Or, go swimming. That is your thing. Tobias might miss having Julius around the department just a little. Take care. I look at him, and after a long moment, he clears his throat and moves on. Okay. Oh, goodness, the DMV. That afternoon. The break room may have smelled like fear, but this is despair. Oh, I absolutely agree. Take a ticket. The chair creaks miserably as I sit down. Most of the people around me are intently focused on their phones. The rest look as dispirited as I feel. It's like the ER waiting room, but the pain is more existential. Director Hendrix's instructions echo through my head. I love how he just phases in like a freaking ghost. Sort out your personal life so that it doesn't not interfere with your performance at Seacrest. Unbelievable. I've done so much good since I started, and he knows it. It's what I do. That's what matters. And also what you don't do is too, a personal life that was supposed to come with a job. Start a successful career, settle in, friends, love and happiness follow. Oh, not necessarily. I'd be a lot further along with all of that if somebody had made me waste 4 years of my life in Denver. How? What does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with it? You still were doing your residency. It doesn't matter that you weren't here. I don't understand. You're still friends with the people you were already friends with? And if you're not in a relationship, that's a you problem? How does your location have to do anything with that? Okay, it wasn't a complete waste, but still. Yeah, you're overreacting there. I looked at my phone calendar. Labor Day weekend, that's 2.5 weeks away. Oh, you're off for 2 weeks? Having a personal life wouldn't hurt. I like to spend some time with like Home, someone else, or you can go with everyone I've met so far. So does clicking one of these just give you like a relationship boost with just that person, and this one gives you a relationship boost with everyone? Is that how that works? We try? I consider my new coworkers and acquaintances. There are a lot of people I'm looking forward to getting to know better. Except Officer Dad. That guy sucks. Oh, that guy does suck. My phone bloops. Mom! Guess we just scored a contract with Slackrosoft. Wow. You sound excited. The CEO is 25 and wrote me a blank check for the interior. Office in Pioneer Square. That poor man. Not even his money, VC funding. It's gonna look incredible. Anyway, there's a thing downtown on August 22nd. I'd love to have you there. I'll think about it. I switched to my conversation with Kennedy. Hey, how are things going? Wait, we haven't texted her since then? And the only time we saw her again when we were at work? Hello? She does so much for us. Why don't we never contact her? What the heck? Hey, how are things going? I took my phone and back away and stare at the soul-sucking interior. Oh, the number changed. Can't complain. What happened? Tobias Hendricks ruined my life. Oh my gosh, you sound like a teenager. Stop it. He put me on leave for the rest of the month and told me to work on my personal life. What the WTF? And how's that going? No, like, the main character really reads like a teenager. It's very strange. Like, it's really strange. And how's that going? I'm sitting at the DMV right now. I think someone microwaved fish in the back room. Jesus Christ. Well, you won't like this, but I think this is a good opportunity to sit on my hands for 2 weeks. To work on yourself. I'm good at what I do. That's the problem. That's not what I'm saying. Call me? Yeah, call. Okay. No, seriously. You got a problem. Like, you need to get your head right. Like, I'm telling you, dude's off. Hey. Hey, Paige. Oh, she looks amazing. So you know what most people would call 2 weeks without work in the middle of August? A vacation. Dude. Are you... I don't understand. Go to the beach or something. Go hang out. Go get a massage. I don't know. Read a freaking book. Like, do something with yourself. I don't understand. How? He's like, that stuff didn't follow because I was in Denver. No, clearly it didn't follow because you're not even trying. It's like, how exactly do you plan to have all the friendship and love and all that stuff like that if you don't even take the time to go and look for it? Like, if all you think about is work? Like, I get it. He wants to be successful professionally, but you're already succeeding in that particular area, but it's everywhere else that you're having a problem, which is why you're bringing all that negative crap into work. A vacation. Thank you. I didn't ask for a vacation. Oh my gosh. He's so... Don't tell me Hendricks put you on leave for no reason. I was late for a shift, 30 minutes. There's nothing wrong with me. It's a long story. I didn't say there's anything wrong with you. I did. I need to work on myself. You ever think about why you spend so much time focused on your work? No, it's just what I enjoy doing. She's quiet for a moment. Julius, you're not my client, you're my friend. And I value our friendship. Hearing her call me her friend like this hurts just a little. I mean, she's about to tell me something I don't want to hear. Warms my heart. This is my Tobias save file, so we're gonna go with warms my heart. But hurts just a little, probably one for romancing her. And I also think that we all have things we can work on. Like? Like you being a whiny brat. Come on. You know what I just said about you not being my client? So I should just figure it out somehow? If you want me to refer you to a therapist, I know a lot of good ones. And please don't say that you don't need one, because I think you do. No, I'll take some time and think about it. I'm glad to hear it. Kennedy cares about Julius. A lot. Soul searching or something. That sounds even worse than his purgatory. Okay, I'm in. So, if I ever figure out who convinced her that tech speak was cool, I swear. I didn't want to say nothing. Yeah, got the day off. Doors at 7, and I'll send you your address and make sure you're on the list. Red. That's druggy talk. That's druggy talk. Smart ass. Don't you dare cancel and dress up a little. Will do. It's been a long time since I went to anything. It could be fun or at least a decent distraction. Maybe a break isn't such a bad thing. I did jump right into this from my residency. That's what I'm saying, buddy. My fish! 2 busy days later. Registered to vote, finished unpacking, updated my address, scheduled a cleaning with the dentist, caught up on the journals I wanted to read. Okay, there you go. I take a seat. What was that little stuffy over there? Looks great. It's so lonely. In those 2 days, did you not talk to anybody? Organized. Everything's taken care of, but I still feel miserable. Maybe this is the working on yourself thing Kennedy was talking about? Maybe. But of course I'm miserable. I spent my entire adult life training to help people, and now I'm stuck at home over one stupid mistake. Why don't you think that through some more? Yeah? Or should we have him leave it? Well, think about it more, make it more heated, or think about it more where he realizes what's going on. Let's try. What I do at that hospital, it matters. For some of my patients, it matters more than anything in the world. I know that better than anyone. A horrible old feeling claws its way up from deep inside. My limbs grow heavier. My throat tightens and it feels like my chest might burst. I lurch to my feet and pace the room, searching for something to distract myself with. The feeling slowly fades. You're fine, Julius. You're not a child anymore. Okay. Okay, this person has some clear trauma going on there. Might have grown up too fast, which might be why they're still kind of childish. That could answer a lot of questions, actually. So the way that they act could be intentional by the author. And if it is, and we see a lot of growth over the time of the story, that could be really cool. I might not be able to go to the emergency department right now, but I could check on some of my former patients. I also follow up with both Mark and Kieran. Kieran Russell Gell's patient. Mark Garland, the pilot. No one, actually. Both? I checked my laptop, and Jules will follow up with Mark and Kieran during his break. And both of them have appointments at Seacrest before I'm due back at work. I also need to pick up something to wear for Mom's thing. Maybe Eugene's free? We never caught up after I went to brunch with Mom. Yeah, go talk to people, please. The mall is way better setting for casual conversation than the ER. Hey, I'll be time for an ER in early next week. You free? Crazy. It's not that bad, don't tell. Not what I meant. We were planning to do some shopping then, too. Oh, great. When's a good time? We settle on a time early next week. Should be fun. That Friday. I would say this looks like his job. I find Mark on my way to neurosurgery. He's admiring the view. Mr. Garland? Hello? He stares at me as though my name is on the tip of his tongue. You might not remember me. I'm Julius Thompson, and I was aboard the flight when you... Thompson, you're the doctor who helped me during my seizure. They said you worked here. That's right. I wanted to see how you were doing. I hope I'm not intruding. No, please. Otherwise, I'd just be scrolling forum posts and giving myself anxiety. I know the feeling, dude. We'll sit down on the cushioned benches. Did you see my diagnosis? No, I didn't want to go through your chart, but I saw you were scheduled for an appointment today. What did they find out? A tumor. That's what caused the seizure, but it's not cancer. I guess they used some of the same treatments, though? Oh. Radiotherapy? They already did surgery on it, but some of it's inoperable. They said it's too close to my arteries. Oof. I want to thank you. I don't remember the details all that well. Right place at the right time. Yeah, I appreciate it. He sighs and looked at his hands. This is not where I thought I'd be. 40 years old and my career is over. You can't work anymore? The extra radiation probably wasn't doing me any favors. It's not all bad though. I've been seeing a lot more of Lisa and Ellie. Oh, they're your family. Your family? Yeah, Ellie's starting college this fall. They're down in the lobby getting some coffee now. They've both been just incredible in the last few months. I really want to be there for her graduation. You will be. I've taken a lot for granted. You must run into this kind of thing pretty often in your line of work. I've seen a lot of people undergo some drastic changes for the worse more often than not. I promised myself I'm going to make the most of this for Lisa and Ellie. Good. That's really good to hear. Well, I should probably get over there. It's close to time. It was good to see you, Julius. Thanks again. I'll see you on the other side, Mark. As I'm leaving, a woman and her teenage daughter pass me going the other direction. They're carrying 3 cups. Oh, hope he feels better. Oh, man. Early the following week. There aren't many people out, and most of them look like tourists. It's the perfect time to skip the crowds. After a while, 2 figures emerge from the crowd, hand in hand. So we meet again. Oh, cute. I'm glad our schedules lined up. Julius is Dakota Anderson, my chopper pilot and partner in chaos. Dakota, Dr. Julius Thompson, Seacrest's newest ER doctor, so far as I know. Great to finally meet you. Put her there. She takes my hand enthusiastically. Wow, she's gorgeous. Likewise, what brings you downtown? Wedding season, and this body wash I like. I'm just along for moral support. It wouldn't cute to get some new dress shirts, hot shot. Are you kidding? The ones I have are perfect. And what are you in for? I need something for a ritzy party next week. Ritzy, huh? Well, you've got some good options here. The storefronts have changed a lot since my last visit. A shop with a striking window display and a suitably sophisticated and stuffy name catches my eye. I want to check out that place. Do you want any suggestions, or do you already know what you're looking for? Input. When's the last time I went shopping with someone? Awesome. You probably look great in a suit. Careful. She might make you try them all on. I don't know why this reminds me of like a bowling shirt. I can't tell you why. Certainly fancy. Why do I feel like this is more my style though? I wish I had I kind of wish this wasn't Diamond Rush, so I could just kind of get both, but it's fine. We'll go with this one. This is the winner. You're going to look amazing. He's been quietly inspecting a display of wallets during an impromptu fashion show and offering honest but tactful input when asked. Bored yet? Hardly. She gets to have fun, and I'm not the model. Alright, let me go get changed and I'll meet you out front. So, this party must be a big deal, huh? I'm sure it is to whoever booked out a rooftop downtown. I just got an invite and thought it would be a nice change of pace. That's true, more or less. It's only a good time to me. I don't know, it depends entirely on the company if you ask me. Come on, even if the company sucks, it's an excuse to dress up and cut loose. But, well, okay. Maybe there's a party in our future somewhere. Tell you what though, Julius. If the people suck, you can always evac you out. That would be amazing. It never happened, but talk about making an exit. I mean, if there's a medical emergency. You're terrible. Hey, Julius, you want to grab some lunch with us once we're done here? That does sound nice. Sure. It isn't downtown, but it's around the water and the food is great. Well, I'm sold. Is that place we went with our mom? Yep. I think they just wanted to redo the background. They're like, we already have this artwork done. Let's just slap that one back on here. The breeze off the water feels incredible in the summer heat. This place is nice, but not too nice. I like it. You have me at fresh squeezed lemonade. Dakota is smiling and sipping from a glass, leaning against Eugen's shoulder. Could I ask about your relationship? I'm an open book. Too open sometimes. Am I now? Not like that, you goof. Yeah, shoot. I just know many people in it's a poly relationship of some kind. I was curious how it works. We've been together for a year and 2 months now, and we decided we want to find another person to join us, someone that we both enjoy spending time with. The two of us have a lot in common, and it would be great to find someone who rounds out our dynamic. Dakota smiles and stirs her lemonade with her straw. Pretty much that, yeah. As someone whose relationships have never lasted more than a few months. That sounds complicated. It's a lot of communication and logistics. Worth it to me, though. Yep. Alright, I think I get it. Well, I'm sure you'll find someone before long. Eugen nods. Enough about us, though. Tell us about yourself. Yeah, how's life as Seacrest's newest ER doctor? Still learning the ropes, but it's been really good to be back in Seattle. The humble sort, huh? More like humbled. Explain what happened or gloss over it. I don't know if you should explain what happened because it kind of just makes you sound like a brat again. But sure, go ahead and tell him, I guess. Well, it was like the first shift this week and Hendrix let me have it, so yeah. Oof, that guy. I would not want to be on his bad side. No kidding. It's not gonna happen again. Does he yell when he's angry or just get quiet? Dakota rolls her eyes at his question. Quiet. I knew it. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed with you. That's the worst. Exactly. That's exactly what he did. What a butthead. Hey, you'll bounce back from this. I've seen you in action. It's obvious you care about doing a good job. Thanks. We soak up the sun knowing that the wet gray of Seattle's 3 other seasons will descend on the region before much longer. Okay, I wonder would it have taken more of a romantic turn if you had said at the beginning that your, well, now you have my number kind of wink, because I think I've said it often more of a friendly tone in this specific save file. And how does that work? Is it like a full-on throuple for can you in-game with them? Because usually when there's a situation like that, in Vying for Versailles with Catherine and Armand, I think you can't, it doesn't go anywhere. It's like a side fling, but they're not an actual love interest that you can go with the whole time. So I'm wondering, is this a fling situation, or is it you can actually be with both of them throughout the whole thing? Because that could be interesting. And I might set up a different save file for it. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. I might check it out. What time is it? I might. I'll think about it. The threat of getting stuck in rush hour traffic is what finally forces us to settle up and head out. This is really good. Yeah, you're a cool dude, Julius. You're gonna do great. Oh, yeah, come on. Open my arms and they both lean in, hugging me. Eugene clasps me on the back lightly, and Dakota gives me a hearty squeeze. Alright, I'll see you two around. So we meet again. Eugene and Dakota will be thinking of Julius. Drive safe. The night of the party. Oh, I might also want to switch to my Flint save file, because if we're going to my mom's party, then Flint's probably going to be there. We haven't seen them in a while. I think I'm going to do that. Hot pause. Alright, so I'm a little crazy and I decided to go through and start a new save file up to come back to this whole situation here so I can figure out what the differences are if you're interested in romancing them. So this already starts off a little bit differently. And also, let's talk about the cop guy in the beginning of the episode. He let you off without any sort of ticket. He just let you go if you were didn't say you were in a drunk tank or whatever. This is not a drunk tank or something like that. If you chose the sympathy option back then, he then let you off without a ticket. Anyway, so we meet again. Oh my gosh. I'm glad. You know what? I hate this hair. Oh, give me a second. Okay, so I think it was right around here. Let me make sure I'm actually recording. Because sometimes I leave it paused and anyway. Let's move out here. Ask about the relationship. Okay, are you ready to fill out an application? Oh my god. I'm teasing. Or am I? Oh my gosh. Weirdo. Let's see, Eugene definitely has my eye. Dakota definitely has my eye. I'd love to get closer to both of them. Would it be weird if only one of them had your eye? Isn't that strange? I mean, they're in a relationship. It's like, wait, like what would be the end goal there? To just take one of them? Okay, let's get to know closer to both of them. I lazily rake my eyes across the couple. Don't go getting my hopes up like that. But really, what's your deal? Sorry, that was a bit rude. Not any ruder than you should. As for our deal, yeah. Same stuff for last time. Okay. Communication. Oh, this one's new. Let's suppose I was interested. What's the application process like? Long and arduous. He's not kidding, but it's more about taking enough time to get to really know each other than anything else. What we have going now is good. And we want to make sure any changes are for the better. Eugene nods. And it's not a sex thing if you're wondering about that. Yeah, what we really want is another person in both of our lives. I'd be very happy if that person was also interested in joining us in the bedroom. But it's a little different than what most people think of when they hear about a couple hunting for their unicorn. Enough about us, though. Tell us about yourself. Yeah, how's life as Secret's news ER doctor? Okay, interesting. They're really taking this seriously. Okay. Okay. So it does seem like more than just like a fling thing, right? Okay. I don't know if there's anything else different, but that's really interesting. Huh. Okay, that actually makes me like that a bit more. Like the idea of it. Because I hope that it means like they're like really taking this like they're gonna do it like the relationship justice and not just kind of like a throwaway. Yeah, you're a cool dude. Alright. A hug. Okay. Part of me wants to linger there, to kiss Eugen's cheek, to breathe in the sunflower scent of Dakota's perfume, but I pull away feeling self-conscious. I shouldn't get carried away. We hardly know each other. Alright, I'll see you two around. Oh yeah, that was definitely different. Till we meet again. Drive safe. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we're back here. And now let's go ahead and flip it over to Flint's. You guys can just stay with me because we'll be quick. So I set Flint's up as well while I was doing the other replay. So we should be right there. Right, and then you're choosing the hairstyle. Okay, we're right back. I don't know what it is about it that I don't like. It's like a weird part where they clip it. Right? Because it suddenly like boofs out. And this feels like a... Okay. Okay. It's not bad. You know what? Let's check. Oh, I can't change. Okay, fine. I'm not on the list. Nope. Oh, she's so cute. That can't be right. I have someone grumble behind me. I did not buy something nice, do my hair, and finally show up to one of these things just to get turned away like some sort of party crasher. Oh, wow. Okay, so I see the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. Her mother also doesn't follow through with things like she says she would either. Oh boy. Okay. I don't think you understand who I am. Wow, entitled much? You're Melody Thompson. You're 5'4", 5'10", you weigh 150. Miss. You're also the 5th person to try to talk their way past me. I'm being paid to do one job, and that is to make sure that people who are supposed to be here are here. Annette Thompson is my mother, and she said she put me on the list. Well, I hear Annette is a pretty busy woman, but maybe if you call her, she can do something about this. In the meanwhile... Damn, at least she's not working at one of the insurance companies. I'm not bringing up Chris, but I've still got an angle. Please, can we not make a huge deal of this? I'm an ER doctor in this very stressful job. I just want to be a normal person at a party that I was invited to tonight. I mean, can't you just step aside and call your mom? I don't know. I always feel like I don't want to be in people's way. And I would feel weird about, you know, taking up other people's time. I don't know. Even if I knew I was right about it, like, I don't know. Dr. Thompson, I have nothing but appreciation and respect for our medical professionals. And I'm also going to have to ask you to stand somewhere else so that I can let people in who are on the list. That would have been so cool if it had worked. High notoriety. Someone behind me suddenly speaks up. Dr. Thompson? Yes. Wait, you're... Dell Aldridge. Nice to meet you in person. I don't know who this is. The CEO is here? Miss, I didn't use my +1. Would you be kind enough to add Dr. Thompson to the list? Alright. Please just let me see your ID, sir. Of course. She said write something on her sheet, and a few moments later we're walking in. Thank you. I don't know what happened. I spot someone familiar in the crowd. Why she look like that? I mean, why did it look like that? Wait a second. Mom must have asked him to take care of this. Oh, it's the least I can do for one of our doctors. I mean, did her mom ask, or did they just messed up? I don't know. I wonder which one it is. I still blame the mom, but we'll see. Second due for one of our doctors. I'm surprised you know who I am. It's a big hospital. It is, but you certainly made an entrance. The news outlets were very curious about the volunteer who stepped up on that flight, you know. Oh. And I've been hearing good things out of our department since, too. He probably hasn't talked to Hendrix lately. You only arrived late once. I doubt Hendrix will go out of his way to tell the CEO. He's not that vindictive. What do you think of people? Why do you always think people are out to get you? It's always nice to be recognized. Well, keep up the good work and enjoy yourself. You too. Was she betrayed in the past? I'm concerned. He heads towards the bar and I work my way through the crowd until I track down Flip. Please do not be antagonistic about this. It could have just been an accident, seriously. You're actually managed to get it on your own. Impressed? Surprised. So now you're just feigning incompetence to make my life difficult? I was about to talk to Natalie, but Mr. Aldrich decided to take pity on you for some reason. That wasn't a no. What can I say? Some people appreciate my work. Flint paused to send a message on their phone. Why are you here anyway? It's your mom's assistant? Where else would she be? I mean, where else would they be? Sorry. Work? Funny, you don't have a tray of hors d'oeuvres because they're not a server. What's wrong with you? You know what? I'm not surprised they didn't add you to the list. Yo, I should be outside. Like that's ever stopped this crowd from making assumptions. I looked around the venue, crowded with well-dressed people talking and laughing. There aren't any banners. The lady at the door didn't mention the name for the event. What's the occasion anyway? And don't tell me, just tell me to check my emails. Mom just called it a thing. They glanced up at me. Sorry, no idea. I'm incompetent. That's a shame. I guess I'll go enjoy myself. Looks like a bunch of elites blowing their money to me. I don't know. I still don't understand why Mom invites me to these. Flint mutters something under their breath. What was that? Nothing. I'm keeping my eye on you. Okay. I wander aimlessly through the space. Most of the attendees are older by at least a decade, and the people of my age are standing in cliquish groups talking about their trips to tropical destinations and the effects of recent legislation on their business endeavors. Everyone has a drink in hand. Guess I should grab a drink too, something too. But I don't drink. It's all top shelf. I might as well enjoy it. How do I say, but I don't drink? Fine, just get something. Featured espresso martini, local hazy IPA, club soda, and lime. That looks cute. I don't really like coffee. It's kind of fun. It's crisp and chill, and the pomegranate juice is obviously fresh. I get pulled into a few conversations, but the first question is inevitably, what do you do? From there, I'm either asked to provide a second or third opinion on beauty marks and other health concerns, or they quickly lose interest when they discover I'm not a neurosurgeon. Well, at least the view is nice. There you are. Hey, this is quite the event. Isn't it though? Dick Harden throws it every year. One last summer hurrah, this is the weekend before he takes his yacht out for Labor Day. I take it you know Mr. Harden personally? I did the Tripendium headquarters when they relocated across town in 2019. Oh, it's that guy. Yeah. He really liked my work, but enough about him. There's someone here you should meet. Oh? She's already leading me across the patio. Mr. Aldrich, do you have a moment? This is who I want to introduce you to. Oh, we actually met on the way in. This is your daughter? What are the odds? Oh, wonderful. My pride and joy. I wanted to say, Melody, there are a lot of good hospitals, but I'm glad you decided to come work at Seacrest. You made the right choice. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. It's a very special place to me. Yes. I was thinking about that incident with the pilot. You should have taken some interviews, you know? It's good press. It wasn't a priority at the time. Ah, that's right. You're one of Dr. Hendrix's hires. I'm sensing some tension. Well, good press helps keep the doors open. Remember that? Of course. It's good to know that the hospital has leadership with an eye for the bigger picture. That's my job. It's a good place and I want to see it succeed, but enough about hospital business. Mom must have wanted me here as a conversation starter. Eventually, Dell introduces us to some friends with vacation homes in the San Juans, and the topic shifts to the impact of immigration reform on revenue in their respective sectors. Mom participates in the conversation as though she isn't an immigrant herself, as usual. It's something I've never quite understood, but I listen with feigned interest. Huh. Eventually, a DJ starts playing, and I seize the perfect opportunity to slip away. Maybe I should buy a power boat or take up golf, then I'd have something to discuss with them. Flint is leaning against the railing beside a small table, sipping a drink with their phone out. They're watching the crowd in front of the DJ booth with what might be interest or might be boredom. Stay safe, Al. Let's go ahead and do it. I walk over, leaving the table between us. Drinking on the job? I'm off the clock. And sticking around? Flint casually raises their phone as several drunk young men in suits attempt to dance. You're filming? Not that I've never snapped a photo of absurd X-ray, but that's different. My question goes ignored as Flint takes a long sip of their drink. So, this is your idea of fun? Fun? Fun is watching you sweat over trying to get into this spectacle. This is just to pick me up. Unbelievable. Flint slips their phone away and looks at me sharply. What did Annette tell you about me? We didn't talk about you at all? That you were her assistant? Look, I might be oblivious sometimes, but I'm not that oblivious. I know how my mom talks about people. Sure, she's made comments, but that doesn't mean she actually knows anything about you. And why are you so interested? Why am I so interested? You just seem authentic and like you have a lot more going for you than just this gig from my mom. Fascinating. Oh, I'm glad to see you two are hitting it off. When I was choked in their drink, I look at the party. Yeah, Flint just challenged me to a dance-off. Oh, of course you dance. I used to love dancing. But go on, don't let me stop you. Tear up the floor. This payback for earlier. I was just finishing my drink. They down the rest of their glass and firmly take my hand, pulling me toward the music. Let's have some fun, Melody. So, can you dance? Better than you. You're on. Flint is already moving to the music, and it's not the typical attempt of someone who's had too much to drink and is feeling bold. I dance next to them in my own fashion. The song sucks, though. You're really doing it. Flint is doing their own thing, some sort of free dancing, and it works. Wow. When'd you learn to dance like that? Don't talk. Dance. Dance next to Flint or offer Flint a dance. I hold up my hands and Flint eyes them with a smirk. Maybe the temptation to leave me hanging is too much. But the next moment, I feel Flint's fingers brush over my knuckles. Their thumb slides past mine and presses softly against my palms. And then we dance. It's a challenge to keep up with their chaotic style, and we misjudge each other's next move more than once, bumping our feet together, almost stumbling into hapless partygoers. Flint's eyes gleam playfully, softening a tense, almost angry expression. Feels good to not give a damn what any of these other people think. Music slows, and so do we. It's quiet enough to hear our breath as Flint sways, their long, loose hair swinging lazily back and forth. The two of us, Melody. I lean a little closer, wanting more than just our hands to touch, and the smoldering desire in Flint's eyes tells me I'm not the only one. This might be getting a little out of hand, but I don't want to stop. I swallow the lump in my throat. We're not playing the same game. What's that supposed to mean? Don't tell me you weren't having fun. We're so close I can feel their breath on my cheek. But I'm not your type, right? You are oblivious, Melody. Oh, fun. And just like that, Flint turns and slips away into the crowd. What? Flint? I try to follow, but they manage to vanish into the crowded venue, and after 10 minutes of searching, I give up. I don't understand. Things just got complicated between Melody and Flint. Did I cross a line, or is this just another jab? Ugh. The fact that you have to work that hard to figure it out means it's not for me. Okay, well, it's something. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. Maybe like one more scene with them just to see how I feel about the relationship. But so far I'm not really doing much for me at the moment, but you know, I guess we'll see. Okay, hey. Can we talk about this hair? What is happening here? What is this hair? And the other hairstyle that was a diamond option was also interesting. I just want to talk about it. That's all. It's fine. Yeah. So anyway, back to this. Tuesday, August 26th. The rehabilitation clinic is large and busy but orderly, with patients checking in and heading back a few minutes later for their follow-ups. I'm sure she'll be at least a little early. 15 minutes before the hour, the automated door swings open. Oh, that's Kieran. Amanda looks to be her father, steps in after her, and I raise my hand in a small wave. Huh? She walks over and eases herself into a seat, setting her crutches aside. You were in the emergency department. Good memory. I'm Dr. Thompson. Alan Russell. I'm Kieran's father. Nice to meet you. Do you need to check in? No, I already did it online. I thought I'd be seeing Dr. Chakraborty. You will. I just had some downtime and wanted to see how your recovery has been going. Oh. Dr. Mendoza's been checking in too. It's nice of you. Gail? Really? So, you were one of the doctors who operated on my daughter? I don't like that tone. I was part of the team that helped stabilize her when she arrived at the hospital. Kieran was on the track team, you know. Dad. Do you know why we're here today? I glanced at the stump below Kieran's knee. It doesn't look like the healing process has been entirely smooth. Take the measurements for the prosthetic? Yeah. They cut off half her leg. Dad, please. I know this is an upsetting outcome, but you really want to discuss this right now? Yeah, I do. Okay then. This is what he was like in public. I read the notes from the operation. An artery was severed by a broken rib and had to be ligated, not to mention her spleen, which I already know all that. The damn surgeon. Dr. Mendoza saved my life. I glanced at Kieran and can't help remembering the way she looked when she came into the trauma bay a month ago. She's right. You have to choose between saving Kieran's foot and saving her life, but that's not good enough, is it? Mr. Russell, if Dr. Mendoza couldn't save Kieran's foot, no one could. Complaining isn't going to change anything. You know what? Like they set Gale up as kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a slight, not really antagonist even. Kind of someone you might not be on the greatest terms with, like a kind of like a rival-ish situation. But I found Gale to be very like respectable, and I feel like they really know what they're talking about. So I feel like they know what they're doing. They're pretty good at their job. So I feel like we should have their back. He's a very talented surgeon, and Kieran's lucky she was part of the trauma team that day. My face is hot. He wasn't even there, but of course he knows how it should have gone. Kieran is lucky to be alive at all. She seems to understand that, but you. Hey, Kieran. Oh. Oh. Mr. Russell? Julius? When did she get here? Hey, Dr. Mendoza. What can I say? My ears are burning. Mr. Russell, I'm not getting into it with you right now. She walks past him without another glance and stoops down slightly in front of Kieran. Kieran, I just want to say I'm rooting for you. Gale puts a hand on Kieran's shoulder. You're an incredibly strong young woman. You're doing amazing. Thank you. Have your visits with Dr. Chakraborty been going alright? Yeah, he's super nice, just like you said. Glad to hear it. I may not be as involved in your care anymore, but if there's anything I can do, any questions I can answer, just get in touch, okay? She nods and I stare. Gale isn't this nice, and it seems genuine. Okay, well, you got this, and we'll be watching your recovery and thinking of you. Right, Julius? Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, and then some. Can I get a selfie with you too? Yeah, sure. Why not? Her face lights up and we both lean in so she can snap a picture. That's cute. Thanks, you too. The receptionist calls for her and she walks back on her crutches with her glowering father in tow. Like, I can understand him being upset that she lost part of her leg, but he's making it more about the track team than her leg. I don't know. And like, snap at the people who saved her life is weird. It's like the track team is kind of all he cared about. I don't know. And the fact that this is not even the first time, like, he's just snapping at everybody involved. You know what I mean? That sets me off the wrong way. Like, I can understand if you think like some sort of malpractice happened or something like that, but like, first of all, you weren't even there. Your daughter doesn't think the same way at all. Like, and if it really was like some sort of malpractice, I doubt they would be following up like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just weird to me that the first thing he brought up was the track team. You know, I don't know. Kieran's great, but I don't miss dealing with her dad, that's for sure. No kidding. A very talented surgeon. I didn't know you joined my hype squad. Shut up. Well, I had no idea Dr. Chop Shop had such good bedside manner. Oh, fuck off, Julius. Whoa, I take it she's already walking away. Okay, don't go by that nickname anymore. Why did you call her Chop Shop? What the fuck was that? After she had to cut somebody's leg off, that name kind of seems a little inappropriate. I kind of feel like y'all were having a moment and you just stuck your foot in your mouth. What the hell just happened? You stuck your foot so far up your mouth, it might as well be coming out of your butt. Talk about butt stuff. Dude, what do you mean what just happened? Learn how to talk to people. Why don't you learn some bedside manner? What the heck? Why would you say that? That name seems so inappropriate. Think about it. That Thursday night. I even did food prep for the week. There's literally nothing else to do but relax, find something new to do, get a new hobby. So nothing from Flynn and asking mom about them is a potential paradox. Pandora's box of problems I don't need. I rolled into my side and double-checked my alarm. I still don't know why Gil was so angry. The last thing I want to deal with is a pissed-off trauma surgeon. Well, then how about you think it over one more time and think about what you did wrong? You know? But it was good to spend some time with Eugene and Dakota. I closed my eyes, drifting off into perfect silence. One thought echoes inside my head. Tomorrow I go back and show Tobias Hendricks that I can do this. He didn't say that you couldn't? But where's the stuffy from? It's cute. There was some weirdness going on there, but look at this, okay. Okay. I still have some problems with the main character's personality. At the very least, they have one. I found it in some of the romance club stories. I feel like the main character doesn't have a personality. But sometimes when they do, it can be slightly problematic. I feel like this character is a little bit more childish than they should be. However, once again, I still wonder if it's tied to the fact that they kind of went through something pretty traumatic when they were younger and they might have had to grow up a little bit too soon. And so they didn't get a chance to really mature properly. I don't know. Like, maybe some childish antics are still coming out. I don't know. They never learned to, I don't know. That process didn't go well. Anyway, I don't know how to say it, but yeah. I really wonder about that, but I'm sure they're gonna get into it eventually, so I'm curious to see what happened there. Yeah. So, I mean, I gained a new save file, because now I actually am interested in the whole Dakota Eugen thing. I'm less interested in the Flint situation, but like I said, I'll give it a chance. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop because I've been at this since, what, 7 o'clock? It's almost 10. Alright, so I'll go ahead and end this episode right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and hit the like button, some love, subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!